I hate to break it to you guys, but I'm stranded. My tire is not just underinflated, but it is like properly flat. So I'm about to dig out my spare tire. It's only a half size, not quite as big as a standard tire. I've been told I shouldn't drive very fast on it, like 50 miles per hour max. So I'm gonna stick to side roads and frontage roads where I can, as opposed to going on the highway. But ultimately, I've got to make my way to Costco and get a new tire. So for about a month or two, it seemed like my right rear tire hadn't been retaining air quite as well as the others. And I assumed it was just winter weather. Sometimes you'll get freezing temps overnight and then it'll trip up the tire pressure sensor. So you'll see a little indicator on your dash. It's possible that I drove over a nail or something like that and it ruined the integrity of the tire. So we'll see. But for now, before I can get out of here, I've got to get my spare tire going. So you see this tire here? It should be flush. But everything to the right of my finger just like completely bowed out. So I'm making sure I'm in park and I'm deploying the emergency brake. One thing I noticed, once the lug nuts become loose enough, you can just twist them off the rest of the way with your hands. So now all 5 lug nuts have been removed. I'm placing my jack down here. You can see it's gonna lift up on this metal over here. And I'm gonna need to crank this thing so it raises the car up. All right. So now, I am breaking a sweat, but we have just a little bit of clearance to move that tire out. Now, I've got all 5 lug nuts in place, but they're still loose. So I'm actually gonna bring this into contact with the ground, and then I'm gonna tighten this up. And now that the tire's making contact with the ground, I'm gonna tighten these lug nuts. So I was researching online, since this is my first time. People recommended doing the star pattern. So you kind of start at the top, and you keep going diagonally, like you're making that 5-point star. We having fun yet, guys? So that was definitely not perfect. I'm sure that wasn't the fastest way I could have done things, but hey, we got it done and I feel proud. All right, guys, a wonderful lesson in the futility of life. I was about to drive off on the spare tire. I backed up about 2 feet and I heard this squeak and I'm like, oh no, this is not good. I go over and check. The spare looks about as flat as my regular tire did. So this is gonna be a job for AAA tomorrow.